Basketball fans have seen many second-generation stars try to follow in their parents' footsteps. Some live up to the pressure, others disappear under the expectations. But Cameron Boozer is different. Long before he played his first college game, Cameron was already considered one of the best basketball prospects in America. Standing around 6'9", with elite basketball IQ, polished footwork, strength, shooting touch, and leadership, many scouts believed he had the talent to become the future face of basketball. But Cameron's story is not just about talent. It's about legacy, pressure, family, sacrifice, and building his own name outside the massive shadow of his father, former NBA All-Star Carlos Boozer. Cameron Boozer was born on July 18, 2007 in Salt Lake City, Utah, while his father Carlos was playing for the Utah Jazz. Basketball was already part of Cameron's life from the very beginning. His father had built a successful NBA career through toughness, rebounding, and hard work. Carlos Boozer became a two-time NBA All-Star and one of the league's most reliable power forwards during the 2000s. But Cameron's childhood was about much more than basketball. He grew up in a very close family alongside his twin brother, Caden Boozer. The two brothers became inseparable on and off the court. Their connection was deeper than most siblings because their family had already experienced serious hardship. According to reports featured in Wikipedia and other sources, Cameron and Caden were conceived through IVF after their older brother, Carmani, battled sickle cell disease. Stem cells from the twins' umbilical cord blood were later used in Carmani's treatment. That family experience shaped the Boozer brothers early in life. It taught them discipline, gratitude, and togetherness before basketball fame ever arrived. Being the son of a famous NBA player sounds exciting, but it also creates enormous pressure. From the moment Cameron touched a basketball, people compared him to his father. Every game became a headline because fans wanted to know if Carlos Boozer's son was really special. Most young players struggle with those expectations. Cameron embraced them. Instead of running from the comparisons, he worked harder than everyone else. Coaches quickly noticed that Cameron was unusually mature for his age. He understood the game at an advanced level and never relied only on athleticism. Even as a kid, Cameron could score inside, pass like a guard, rebound, defend, and control the pace of a game. Scouts loved his versatility and decision-making. By middle school, many recruiting experts already believed Cameron Boozer could become the #1 player in his class. Cameron attended Christopher Columbus High School in Florida, one of the strongest basketball programs in the country. That's where the basketball world truly started paying attention. As a freshman, Cameron immediately dominated older competition. Most players his age struggled physically against varsity opponents, but Cameron looked completely comfortable. He averaged huge numbers while showing elite skills far beyond his years. Max Preps described him as possibly the best freshman in high school basketball. Analysts praised his advanced offensive game, court vision, rebounding ability, and basketball instincts. One of the most impressive parts of Cameron's rise was how complete his game already looked. He wasn't just scoring points. He impacted every part of the game. He could score in the post, shoot from mid-range, hit three-pointers, pass under pressure, protect the rim, control rebounds, lead fast breaks. Very few high school players have that level of polish at such a young age. As Cameron continued developing, the trophies started piling up. According to Max Preps, Cameron became one of the most decorated high school basketball players ever. He helped lead Christopher Columbus High School to 4 state championships in Florida's highest classification. He also dominated on the Nike EYBL circuit, one of the toughest grassroots basketball competitions in America. Cameron won multiple Peach Jam titles while facing the nation's best prospects. He even became one of the rare sophomores ever named National Player of the Year in high school basketball. By this point, scouts no longer saw Cameron as simply Carlos Boozer's son. He had become a superstar on his own. Cameron's dominance wasn't limited to high school basketball. He also became one of the biggest stars in USA basketball. Representing Team USA at the 2023 FIBA Under-16 Americas Championship, Cameron averaged nearly 17 points and 10 rebounds per game, while helping the United States win the gold medal. His performances were so dominant that he earned tournament MVP honors. International basketball helped prove that Cameron could succeed against different styles, physicality, and pressure. He consistently showed leadership and composure beyond his age. Many scouts began comparing his basketball IQ to elite NBA stars because he always seemed one step ahead of defenders. Eventually, every major college basketball program wanted Cameron Boozer. Schools across America tried recruiting him, but one program always felt special: Duke University. The connection was obvious. Carlos Boozer had become a Duke legend under legendary coach Mike Krzyzewski before eventually reaching the NBA. Now Cameron had the chance to continue that family legacy. In 2024, Cameron and his twin brother Caden officially committed to Duke together. The announcement instantly became one of the biggest recruiting stories in basketball. Fans immediately dreamed about the Boozer twins bringing another championship to Duke, but Cameron made it clear that he wanted more than simply following his father's path. He wanted to create his own story. Many basketball analysts believe Cameron Boozer is one of the safest superstar prospects in years. Why? Because his game isn't dependent only on athleticism. Cameron combines skill, strength, basketball IQ, passing, scoring, leadership, versatility. Analysts from multiple basketball communities have praised his feel for the game and decision-making. Some even compared aspects of his offensive creativity and passing to elite NBA stars. One of the biggest compliments scouts give Cameron is that he rarely looks rushed. He reads defenses calmly and always seems under control. That maturity is extremely rare for young players. Even elite prospects face criticism. Some scouts have questioned whether Cameron is explosive enough athletically to dominate at the NBA level. Others wonder if he can become the best player on a championship NBA team. Critics sometimes point out limited elite explosiveness, questions about rim protection, concerns about defending quicker NBA forwards. But supporters argue that basketball intelligence and skill often matter more than pure athleticism. Many fans and analysts believe Cameron's all-around game gives him one of the highest floors in basketball. And throughout his career, Cameron has consistently answered doubts by improving every year. The most interesting part of Cameron's journey may be psychological. Imagine growing up while everyone constantly compares you to an NBA All-Star father. That pressure can break players. Instead, Cameron appears motivated by it. He respects his father's accomplishments, but he also wants to surpass them. In many ways, he already has more hype as a teenager than Carlos Boozer had at the same age. Some analysts even say Cameron entered college as a far bigger prospect than his father ever was. That doesn't mean he ignores the lessons Carlos taught him. In interviews and public appearances, Cameron often credits his father for teaching professionalism, work ethic, and discipline. Growing up around NBA players gave him an understanding of what greatness requires every day. Now, Cameron Boozer stands at the center of basketball's future. Many project him as a future NBA lottery pick and possible franchise superstar. Scouts believe he has the tools to dominate college basketball and eventually become one of the faces of the NBA. Cameron Boozer's story is still only beginning. And if his journey so far has proven anything, it's this: he's not just the son of Carlos Boozer anymore. He's becoming a basketball star the world may soon know simply as Cameron Boozer.